We're the Unbiased Opinion. Let's just get right into it. We saw the Minecraft movie, and before I have to preface that, did you guys see it in a crowded theater?
I
My
did.
my theater is pretty crowded, and I don't know if
Yeah.
this is a testament to whether or not we played the game a lot. I have played Minecraft. I don't know all the references they made in the movie, but before we get into all the annoying references and all the people shouting at the theater like a bunch of apes, what did you guys think of Minecraft or a Minecraft movie? What did you guys think?
Well, I want to mention like I've also played the game, so I got most of the references. I mean, I think the ones I didn't get were more related to the community, but
Right, right. Yeah, that's what I was
I have
referring to.
I have played Minecraft, and I also had a pack there. My theater experience was pretty tame.
Really, I saw it
No
on a
yelling, no
Friday.
shouting.
There was a lot. People were
Wow.
reciting Jack Black from the trailers and during the movie, and it was so annoying.
I am Steve.
I
It's kind
got
of
I
funny
Didn't get
had
any
though.
of that.
I had multiple outbursts and clapping. They
Yeah.
were
I
timing the phrases with as they were saying it.
Right. Yeah, I had
I
that
had
too.
clapping, but mine was at the end of the movie, so I didn't really think much of it.
Okay. Yeah. So, what did you guys think? Well, you know what? I'll start with myself. I thought it was going to be a disaster, but I was surprised that it was okay. It's definitely one of the better video game movies I've seen, or movies based off of a video game IP. I haven't seen all of them, but I have seen enough. Is it as good as the Mario Brothers movie that came out 2 years ago? I don't think so, but I thought it got a couple chuckles out of me, which surprised me. I thought it was going to be cringe humor throughout the whole time, and yeah, it kind of made me chuckle sometimes.
Yeah, to be honest, I came in same. I saw the very first trailer. My expectations were so low. I was almost certain this was going to be a horrible movie, and I was actually surprised that it was decent.
Yes, that was probably the most shocking thing. Dana, what'd you think?
Well, for the record, I have not played Minecraft, but I understood some of the references, but uh, I didn't care for it. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but I didn't like it.
Oh wow.
I think it's just that maybe Jack Black and Jason Momoa's characters annoyed me a lot. But overall, I guess the movie itself was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, but I don't know. I didn't really enjoy anything about it.
Well, let's unpack that because a lot of people call Jack. What was that?
When you say let's unpack that, I'm just like,
Well,
What are you, a therapist? Let's
Yeah,
unpack
usually
that trauma.
tools for that.
well, a lot of people like to call Jack Black a sellout, and I think he is in some regards because he was in the terrible, terrible Borderlands movie, which we did not talk about, nor did I don't think any
He
of us saw
was?
that. Yeah, he was. He was the voice of the robot. I
Oh,
personally
was it
like Jack
Claptrap?
Black. Yeah, Claptrap, whatever. He's very talented. I liked him in the Mario movie. You know, he was in King Kong. He was in Gulliver's Travels. He was in School of Rock. He's in a lot of things. Like, he's in some stuff he can be annoying, and it seems like at this point in his life, his shtick is the bearded fat guy who sings. And for what it is, he does it pretty well, I guess. I didn't really find him annoying. It seemed like he was aware of the joke and he was pronouncing things in a weird, in an odd way, but it didn't bother me. He didn't bother me.
Yeah, I just thought he was just being Jack Black. Like he wasn't playing a character; he was just being himself
Yes.
in Minecraft. So I've always thought of him as he's the more spastic and musically talented version of Kevin James. Which, given in the right circumstance, it can work. But it can also, if it doesn't work, it's I find it annoying.
Well, it's a good thing he's not in a role like Schindler's List. He's in a kids movie where he can sing and he can look ridiculous. And you said you didn't like Jason Momoa. I thought he was okay too. He seems like the antithesis of The Rock, where The Rock will play the same role. He's Mr. Serious
Oh,
guy who's oiled up and punches the bad guy.
Well,
But he was
I
having
can
fun.
appreciate. No, I can appreciate him having fun, and he has no issue making himself the butt of a joke or not taking himself
He is
serious.
a loser in the movie, and that is so
Yeah.
funny.
Well, and, like, he's the video game. I kept thinking he's like a loser Billy Mitchell. Like, he's the guy who was this arcade champion from
Yeah.
the 80s. But instead of this whatever hot sauce he sells, he's some retro game store.
Non-litigious Billy Mitchell.
He doesn't have the money to sue people.
Well, let's talk about some of the funny things in the beginning.
Well, I want to get back to Jack Black. real
Oh,
quick,
yes. You know what, Craig? Yeah, go back to Jack Black.
because Part of the reason why I was so sure it was gonna be a flop because did you ever see this Jack Black appear in Star Wars?
In Star
No.
Wars?
He did, and it's gone to the point where I think people say he's a sellout, he doesn't care anymore. Because in Star Wars, he basically appeared as he does now, except wearing like
He's in Star
alien, quote
Wars?
unquote.
Which Star Wars?
Yeah, I think it was the Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
General Kenobi.
Point is, when he
I didn't
appeared
see
in it, people were kind of clowning on it because he made no effort to be an alien or he was just a human. Like he didn't. If you look at him, he's basically Steve from Minecraft wearing a different clothes.
Probably wearing robes.
Yeah, and like he's got his shtick where he sings and everything, so he's kind of got his character down. Like even when he sung in the movie, it wasn't horrible, but I did roll my eyes because like this he has to sing in everything.
Yeah, he sang too much, I think. Maybe the first time when he's singing. Well, no. He sang. I'm thinking about when he's singing about the chickens, not in the beginning of him singing to that board meeting or whatever that was. That's when you don't have to do that. If he sang once, that's fine.
Yeah, but it's like his shtick now, right? He's the fat, funny guy who sings.
Yeah.
But I will say his cartoony, over the top stuff I think worked for this movie.
Yes, it did. It did.
Like he's like pointing and like all these absurd gestures. Not obscene, absurd.
No, it does work
Vincent Steele.
for the sake of this movie. Yeah, I think I've just seen that too much, where it's just tiresome on me.
Well, at this point,
Understandable.
it's just who Jack Black is. And I guess I should be thankful that he wasn't like this in King Kong. I mean, really out of place. He starts singing.
Well, I think you're still trying to be a professional actor.
Yeah, starts singing about how Beauty killed the Beast
Yeah.
at the end.
He's very musically talented. He's a good singer. He sings about dumb things, but it can be amusing if it's done right. Like when he was singing in the Mario movie, I thought that was funny.
What annoyed me about Momoa's performance, I should say, it's not him being a loser, because I did think it was funny that he still has he has the 80s vibe, and he has that 1989 champion. I thought that was funny that he's like Johnny, he never let it go. But what annoyed me about his character throughout the movie is he was just yelling the whole time. He's just screaming in every scene, I felt like.
That was nearly everybody, except
but
maybe
I
the
felt-
kid.
And Jack Black.
But he was screaming too, and he was just saying,
I don't know if he was screaming, but like he was like over the top, like
"Yeah,
chicken steel, whatever.
Flint and Steel.
Flint and steel, not chicken and steel, you idiot."
No, it was I forget. It was like the chicken was like the little thing was riding the chicken. I forget what he said. Whatever.
I'm sure if you had the movie theater experience I had, Craig, you would be able to
We clapped and
remember
yelled.
everything. Yeah, it was annoying.
Oh my! That was annoying too. Because
It was
one
the
person
bigger-
would start, one person would start chanting it, and then the rest would start clapping with it too. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, it was a more crazy theater experience than Endgame, which is shocking. I remember Endgame, there was cheers and claps, but it was every memeable moment that you've seen on the internet with Jack Black. I am Steve.
I am Steve.
Though you heard the crowd, they like stopped breathing for a second, and then they waited for Jack Black to say it. I was, oh boy. Oh,
Yeah, because see, I saw the trailer whenever it came out. I didn't see it again until the movie came out. Then I saw it again today to prepare, and the trailer is so bad. I won't defend it. People are trying to say, "Oh, the trailer wasn't so bad." It was bad. Don't defend the trailer. The movie wasn't bad, but don't defend the trailer.
Yeah, it was a pretty. You know what it reminded me kind of? The trailer reminded me of an Adam Sandler movie, and
Ooh,
oddly
yeah.
enough, some of this had
Like
felt like it had
Pixels?
like Pixels. It had that Adam Sandler influence. It felt like on some things, but the humor was definitely a lot better than your typical Happy Madison production. Such as Pixels. Right in the beginning, what got a big chuckle on me was that teacher talking to his students about how he's just like a loser.
Oh,
I
the one that
yeah.
the one that divorced the principal.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe, yeah. And he was just saying, did he only collect $4,000 for the whole year? It was something absurd that it got a really good chuckle out of me. And I saw this on Friday. For reference, this is a Tuesday we're recording this, so it's been a while. It's been a couple days where I forgot about stuff, but I remember that in the beginning. That got a pretty good chuckle out of me.
Well, yeah,
Jason
some of the-
Momoa had a lot of good stuff too that he said.
I mean, but, like him and Steve carried the movie.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I'm all here for the garbage man. All the horrible '80s stuff he was doing. Like even his horrible haircut, he still got the shades. He looks like he's again straight ripped from the '80s arcade.
Yeah, I did chuckle at his self-appointed the garbage man nickname.
I thought
It's such a horrible nickname. It's perfect.
the little kid though with the curly hair was the worst part of the movie by far. And obviously, this is a kids' movie, but they have essentially a child genius in the beginning. Do you guys remember when he built a jetpack on the first day of school?
I mean, the movie's so absurd. I didn't really think.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're, again, this is for kids, but if you're looking at it through a critical layer, I think if you want to make the movie stand out more, you have to have the contrast between Minecraft overland, whatever it's called, overworld, and human life or Earth. There has to be a contrast, but it feels the same because real life for them is a giant cartoon where a kid builds a rocket backpack and it flies off him and it blows up a potato chip building or something.
And then the teacher runs away.
Yeah. The teacher runs away like he committed some kind of crime.
Well, this is where I think if the movie focused on Steve, because Steve kind of set that up. His like he said, he was like a doorknob salesman. So his real life was horribly boring and mundane. So he goes into this world to be creative. But I think you can't have a kids movie starring a middle-aged fat man. So that's why you have to have the kids to be the analog for the kids in the
No,
movie.
I understand that. I'm just saying everything is a giant cartoon, whether they're in the Minecraft land or not. It's just even a real world was a cartoon. I don't know if you want.
Except for the jetpack, I mean, everything else was kind of. I mean, sure, the humor was dialed up. I don't know if it was straight. I think things still mostly made sense.
I don't know, Craig. A kid building a jetpack on the first day of school.
Besides the jetpack,
a little out there.
Maybe they should have focused more on him, his ideas failing in real life, and then he finally gets to Minecraft and they work.
Like maybe he tries to build a dad but fails.
Jesus,
that was a bad.
He lost
joke.
Both his parents.
That was a bad joke. Yeah. What else did you guys like?
Besides the Garbage Man?
Yes.
Garbage Man was the GOAT. I was gonna say that the scene with the vice principal and the villager, I feel like that was a joke that they were going to run into the ground, but I'm surprised they only had a scene like quick, like a minute or 2 minute scene, and cut back to the movie. I know it didn't really add to the story, but
yeah,
I don't think it was a joke that overstayed its welcome.
Can we talk about how disgusting the villager looks? Oh my god. Again, that was always a problem when you're trying to make things, because the original Minecraft it's all not original. Minecraft is all pixelated, and that's.
I mean, they were never pretty in Minecraft.
Yeah, it's stylistically designed to be that way, but translating that to have somewhat human proportion, it just looked disgusting and terrifying. It was funny. Jennifer Coolidge hits the thing with his car, and then she goes on a date with it, and it still has that stupid pose. You know what's a shame that they didn't do?
Overstay its welcome.
Yeah. Usually, if this is like an Adam Sandler movie, it would have overstayed its welcome. They didn't have my favorite sound effect from Minecraft. Is when like a villager gets hurt. They didn't have that sound effect at all throughout the whole movie, and I'm disappointed.
They might have. Maybe you missed it.
Maybe I did.
I haven't seen a 50-hour video of breaking down every reference of Minecraft yet. So maybe you missed it.
Maybe. I don't know. I wish I heard that though. Maybe through all the chimps screaming, I didn't hear anything, but.
The one thing that did get a chuckle out of me was seeing the children villagers that just look like grown men on tiny bodies. They had the same face.
Now, Craig, what are some stuff that you didn't like about the movie?
I was going to say, I think with absolute certainty, you could cut this character out of the movie and the movie would not change.
The lady?
Yeah, I had to look up her name. Yeah, the lady who was with the alpaca.
I said that too.
She was inconsequential to the entire movie.
Well, because I remember like halfway through the movie, I was like, why is she even here? Every other character, there's a reason for them to be there. And not even trying to be like critical, like, oh, her story doesn't add anything to the plot, blah, blah, blah. I was wondering, like, what's she been doing here? Like, she doesn't have any lines. She just, she's basically a background character. Might as well have been a villager.
Yeah, because you understand what all the other characters want. Even the older sister, what the kid wants, Jack Black and Jason Momoa. But yeah, she was just there.
And not even she was there, like, oh, she was the exposition dump. She was the comedic side character. None of that. She literally just existed.
Yeah.
I have no idea why she was there. She didn't add anything. And
every time
I saw her,
she brought the army of wolves, but they had 30 of those iron golems running around.
Yeah, it didn't really add anything.
Also,
I felt like they had to give her something to do.
What got another chuckle out of me was, what was the main villain's name? Is
Malgosha? Yeah,
Malgosha. She says to Steve, "Come here." No, you're gonna stab me. And she does it 3 times, I think. See, that's like the kind of stupid humor I like. Where it's just silly. But it's not Adam Sandler silly where he is calling old people look like Gandalf or whatever. Nothing like Pixels.
Which also has a Billy Mitchell character in it.
Yes. But this is done so much better than, who is it, Peter Dinklage as the Billy Mitchell lookalike?
Did he try to sue Pixels?
I don't know. He is very Sue happy.
Well, because I know he sued Cartoon Network because he was upset with
Well, he
the
lost. He lost
regular
that.
show. Yeah, he lost, but well, also like he also sued some Australian guy and lost. Or no, he won.
Who's Billy Mitchell?
He is a famous arcader from the 80s, I believe, who holds a bunch of world records. I'm going to be very careful on my words because knowing him, he actually might find us and try to sue us. So
We have freedom in America. There's no freedom in Australia.
Well, still. He may or may not have cheated in some games, and there's a bunch of video breakdowns where, for some of those arcade games, I think he would maybe allegedly switch out the board to an emulator board.
Everything you're going to say is allegedly.
He may have allegedly done that, so I
The
think...
reason he's on my mind is because the guy does look like Billy Mitchell, and Billy Mitchell just won a lawsuit in Australia against an idiot, so...
Yeah.
Oh my god, Peter Dinklage does look like him.
He had I think he's still, or maybe he had in the 80s, a hot sauce.
I think he still sells it now, because people always make jokes like, the Australian to a loss, he has to like sell his hot sauce to pay off his debt.
Oh, God. But I
Yes,
want to
know.
say...
I know it's taking this off course.
Yeah, but this movie right now is doing pretty well. As of now, April 8th, it has grossed $323.4 million worldwide, which just completely destroyed any kind of momentum that Snow White did not have. So it's doing really well, this movie. It is already the fourth highest grossing movie of 2025, which isn't really saying much, because it's less than 100 million away from Captain America, and then there's these bunch of other Chinese movies that have grossed a lot of money. But yeah, it's doing really well, even though it did get a mixed critical reception, and I'm curious what people didn't really like about it. I can understand maybe the appeal of, or the unappeal of Jack Black, maybe Jason Momoa, but I'm curious it's not unwatchable. It's not like the original Super Mario Brothers movies where that was a realistic take. And I could see why, even though I personally like that one, I could see why people despise it. So I'm curious what the...
So I thought ahead. I was thinking the same thing. And I looked on Rotten Tomatoes, and they'll only give you like a sentence or two, so I don't get the full picture. I'm not going to read about like hundreds of journal slop articles. So just going off what they said on Rotten Tomatoes, a lot of it is the movie wasn't creative enough, the movie didn't push its ideas. And I get that to an extent, but I don't know what they could really be expecting.
Yeah.
Because with the Minecraft movie, it's like the Lego movie. It's not really a story to adapt, it's an idea, and how do you adapt that idea? It's kind of hard to create a story where the theme is creativity.
I guess they wanted something like the Lego movie, though.
Then watch the Lego movie.
Yeah, I guess. Because there is I haven't. Isn't there a story mode in Minecraft technically? Don't you fight like a dragon? I've never done that.
So I thought the story mode was the Telltale Games. You know, they made all their slop games. They made a Minecraft story mode game, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay. Well, again, it's what are you really going to do? Minecraft is an open world sandbox game. What are you going to do? And I guess, yeah, to your point, Craig, maybe they could have had more things of creativity, or, I mean, they did try to have little breadcrumbs about creativity and the kid being creative, and I guess they could have expanded on that more, but the kid wasn't the main focus, really. It was more about Jason Momoa and then Jack Black to an extent.
Yeah, like, I don't disagree. There could have been more of that creativity. It's just, I don't know what more these people were expecting. I think they just wanted to hate on the movie from kind of what I've gathered.
And I can't blame them after seeing the trailer for the first time. The movie did put a big target on its back. But I was walking out of the theater with my friends. I said that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Again, I was expecting Pixels. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
I guess for someone like me where I don't have much of an interest in Minecraft, and then I don't particularly care for Jack Black, I can't say I hate the movie as a whole. It's more it would just be it's something I would forget. But I didn't walk out disgusted in any way. I was not offended by this.
Take a shower.
It was more in the lines of, I don't care for Jack Black's eccentric portrayal. And I also have to realize, too, this is geared more towards kids as well. So it got a few chuckles. It didn't do anything where I was like, yeah, I would want to watch this again. I guess
I get that too.
Opposition,
Like, No, because some of the reviews, I think some are apathetic, kind of more like you. They have no attachment to Minecraft. They're in their 40s. Of course, they never played Minecraft. But some of them just seem a little more spiteful, where I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
no, I would not say like I would not hate on this film. I'm not gonna, but I would be like, yeah, I don't care for it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I mean, I'm not going to act like I played Minecraft all these years. I remember when it came out, but I didn't really play it.
Oh yeah, I mean, everyone knew when it came out.
It's only the best selling game of all time. So anyone except Dementia Granny at least has known of Minecraft, right?
And then she could probably remember it.
Yeah. Isn't it the best selling game? It beat Tetris by a lot, right? I should have done my research.
I mean,
Craig, stat
the
that.
way these numbers are, I think by definition it's the best-selling game because it sold the most copies. But even then, that counts people who didn't have copies. Like I remember for a while, I think Colin, you used my version of the game.
I did, yes.
I'd bought it.
So Colin is correct. It is the best-selling game of all time with over 300 million copies sold.
It's a lot of
Now,
copies.
I want to say
Do
something.
do you guys want to know what's in second place?
Is it Tetris?
No,
Really?
Well, tell me GTA 5.
it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gross.
What
It
were you
has
gonna
almost
say, Craig?
200 million copies sold.
Well, it's also been on every single console everything since 2013. Like they won't let the game die. Granted, I guess if it sells that much, why would you?
Craig,
But I wanted to
yeah. Go, Craig.
I wanted to mention I made that Smash video in the summer, and people got upset that I kept Steve in the modified roster. Like this is why Steve stays.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this Steve looks nothing like that Steve, but
Oh, yeah.
everyone knows
My
of,
video game Steve.
yeah, I know. Everyone knows of Steve, and he is I want to say mascot, but he's synonymous with Minecraft. And I think people
he
are
kinda
mad
is
at
the
you
mascot.
for getting rid of. I thought the Creeper maybe would be the mascot. He's
Well,
like
I
the
think
Creeper's
both.
face in EA. But I know people are mad at you because you were getting rid of the derivative Fire Emblem characters.
As it turns into like a Smash video, I remember just people were upset, like, "Oh, how could you keep Steve? Or how could you keep Minecraft?" Like, it's got to be one of the best. It's probably gonna be a top grossing movie of the year. It's one of the best video games of all time, one of the best selling games of all time. It's got a huge influence, as people can see.
Yeah.
I think you'd be a blind man not to notice that.
It also probably launched and kept a lot of YouTubers alive with their Minecraft content. I remember there were so many Minecraft YouTubers back then, and I'm sure there still are now, but there were so many of them just doing survival mode and building things. I remember as a kid, and I had no interest. I was like, "What is all this? I'm not gonna watch this. I'm not gonna watch
Well-
some guy scream on a camera."
Well, that's where I didn't get the references. I looked at one of like the pig
Yeah.
with the crown. Apparently, some Minecraft
He's a
YouTuber
YouTuber that
and
died
that was a
of
reference.
cancer a couple years ago, I believe. Technoblade.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is. But I looked it up because I don't know. I saw some articles saying they made reference to some Minecraft YouTuber who died, and I think some other YouTubers got cameos. I have no idea who these people are.
Yes, I would not know.
I think when they showed the pig with the crown, people clapped.
Yeah, because
I
that's
didn't know
that
what-
guy who died.
Yeah. I didn't understand what it was for. I just thought it was a character in the game.
Yeah, I didn't get it either until after the movie.
I'm sure IGN posted an article that is littered with ads and is like 500 pages of all the Easter egg breakdowns.
That's too much effort for them.
I find comicbook.com, whatever those hack sites that, the 6 Easter eggs in the new trailer.
Well, because I remember from the Mario movie, obviously when the movie came out, people post tons of references, but when the movie's out in theaters, you can't actually post everything. So when it came to digital or whatever platform, they could actually make the 5-hour video breaking down every reference. I think I didn't see the video, but I saw somewhere like a very lengthy video breaking down every reference in the Mario movie. I was like, wow.
Oh my god, the
You have
time
no
that
life,
takes. Well, they had Rob the Robot in the very beginning of this movie at
Oh yeah, I remember that.
what's his name, Jason Momoa's shop. So that probably had to get cleared by Nintendo. I know they just can't grab a Rob the Robot and just put that on camera.
They can't. I mean,
I don't know how it works and how licensed things can appear on screen. I'm sure legal has to get it cleared.
you're our movie insider. Don't you know everything?
I don't know the legal stuff. No,
Yeah, no one wants to know that.
that's what I'm thinking. What else?
I mean,
Anything
I
else?
can't imagine it would have been difficult, right? Just a 1 second cameo for a toy from the 80s.
Yeah, it also fits with Jason Momoa's character. Well, anything else about this movie? Yes. No.
I thought the movie looked good. Did like the animation, everything came out and ran. It looked smooth.
Yeah. The VFX
I guess my, I
compositors
guess
did their
my,
job.
yeah. Which is shocking that I even complimented on that, considering, but given how bad everything has looked recently.
Well, it helps that it's like really blocky
Yeah, and
stuff.
cartoony.
Yeah, but I thought aesthetically it was a very, very well put together movie.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that at least.
I thought it flowed a little well. I thought it was. I was never
That was
bored in the movie.
that was it. I thought it did. It was a little slow in the beginning. I felt.
Well, but at that point though, you had Jason Momoa hamming it up in the beginning, which I'm completely on board for.
Oh yeah, when the kid came, he was like, "I'm gonna sell you." What was he selling? Like man,
It's like a
like had to be a
perfume,
man.
right?
No, not the perfume. He was saying, "Oh, buy my
Oh,
self-help book."
he was trying to sell his mentorship.
Yeah,
Oh,
mentor.
yeah.
And it was how to win at life, and the kid goes, "How do you win at life?" He goes, "That's what you pay me to answer," something like that.
Yeah, those little
He was
clips that
great.
he has. That man has no shame, and I love it. He
I was
embarrasses
thinking that when he
himself.
did this, and then and I think of his role in Fast X as Dante. He
Oh
does
my
not care.
lord, yeah.
You give him a script, you just go all in. I will give him credit. He just looks like he's having fun on set.
He
I
plays
can at least appreciate
a
that.
range at least, even though he's this hulking man, but he plays a range of characters, and then sharp contrast to The Rock, who is oiled up, wears a tight shirt, has a daughter in every movie.
And has it in his contract that he can only get hit a certain amount of times in
Yes,
his
yeah.
fight scenes.
And he pees in water bottles. What a loser. But yeah, Jason Momoa and Jack Black, as Craig said, they carried the movie. They have enough charisma and enough chops to carry the movie.
Yeah, because again, the one background character, the sister was just concerned the whole time, and she was like, "Oh man, I've got the responsibility of being the parent." It's like, okay, well, kind of boring. I've seen there, been there, done that.
But
And
you
I just like,
understand.
She at least brings a heart to the
yeah,
to the film. The other character, I don't know what she. I don't know.
Can't
what she
even say
brought.
comedic relief because Jason Momoa and Jack Black are the comedic reliefs.
Yeah. And she wasn't even being funny. She was just more of looking down upon Jason Momoa being an idiot.
like what did he say in Spanish? It was so bad. Like Ave con Dios or something.
He was just mispronouncing
Yeah.
everything.
He's like, I'll see you later, and it's completely wrong.
I don't think it's what it is. Yeah, it is. No,
How'd
it's
you
not-
get that thing to
it's not-
shoot? Don't ask. He's like when he came back with the thing, he's pulling the tentacles.
I will say when he died, I knew for certain he didn't die because I thought in the games when he died, you should go back to the bed you woke up in. I thought he was gonna go do that, like, oh, I just woke up in some strange bed. You can't die in here.
No, that'd have been a creative twist. Yeah, I think anyone with a modicum of intelligence knew he didn't die. I would actually give the movie a lot of credit if he just died at that moment.
No, because I really thought he was gonna show up in some bed, like he'd be awake, go screaming, something to that effect. Because
That's what
actually
happens in the
played the
game.
game.
Yeah. Imagine
But
when
no,
he
he
died,
just-
he loses all of his stuff, and what's left behind is like $1, and the kid grave robs him. Hey, I got
Or he wakes
$1.
up his bed in real life.
Yeah, that is
Oh yeah,
true.
they did
They
the
can't
water
die.
trick.
Yeah, they did the water bucket. Oh, what was that one thing? Chicken jockey? What does that even mean? What is that in reference to? I didn't. Everyone
I
went
have no
crazy
idea.
in the theater.
That's what I was yelling for. Chicken jockey.
What? Yeah, I had. I mean, I don't want to look it up. I don't care enough to look it up. But I was like, what is that? What does that mean?
I just typed it,
You're-
and
you're-
the first
you're
thing that
not
comes
10
up
years
is
old.
the first thing that comes up is don't yell chicken jockey in a theater.
Because probably all the kids are screaming that. Yeah.
Don't yell chicken jockey.
See, what made me laugh too in that fight scene is
It says
Jack
in the
Black
co-
Don't yell
launching his
fire
head.
In the
or chicken
context-
jockey in a theater.
In the context of the Minecraft video game and the recent Minecraft movie, a chicken jockey refers to a rare, hostile mob consisting of a baby zombie, baby zombified piglin, baby zombie villager, baby husk, or baby drowned riding a chicken.
Okay.
See, I played
So-
Minecraft. But I haven't
so it
played
was
that
in-
much.
I think that's
So-
probably in survival mode. I've only played
Well,
creative.
I assume the chicken jockey was in reference to that little baby zombie.
Yeah, that's what he
Jason
said.
Momoa had to fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. Nor
Also,
did I really
how-
care.
I don't know if either of you can answer this. How did he get out of the Enderman's stare? Because then he said, "Don't open your eyes." It's essentially like Medusa, but he opened his eyes, looked into him, and then he snapped out of it.
So again, my knowledge of Minecraft isn't the best, but I didn't think you were supposed to. Like, I know you can't look at it, but I don't think it did anything. Because usually they teleport behind you, from what I remembered.
Nah, I have no idea.
That's I don't know.
Because Jack Black gave him the fair warning of he will like scramble, it'll fry your mind or fry your brain, and they were locked eyes, and then he just snapped out of it.
Well, because remember there was it was people saying like, "Oh, you're not good enough." It was trying to like weigh him down or attack him emotionally, but he just overcame it.
Yeah,
It's Flint
maybe.
and Steel.
Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel.
So I know we praised the Mario movie for actually using its video game music. Now I haven't listened to much of the Minecraft movie or music because it usually sounds like background noise.
Yeah, it's not.
Like it's meant to be calm and peaceful. It's not meant to be anything memorable. So I don't know if they adapted much from it. If they didn't, I'll give this time a pass because I can understand why you can't really adapt ambient noise into a movie soundtrack.
Yeah, it's just all peaceful music. So maybe they had it in the overworld in the beginning, or whenever they weren't getting attacked by those big things. But I don't know. I would have to rewatch it or listen to the soundtrack. I couldn't tell you.
Well, I don't know either. To me, it's just I'm usually for it because for some reason movie composers think they're above that stuff when they're not. Because people, I was like the big, praised parts of the Mario movie.
Yeah, I remember I saw it.
I'm just saying, I like it. People should keep doing it.
Yeah, I agree. Unless they don't do it for Zelda, that'd be an issue.
No, I mean, there's no reason why they wouldn't do it.
What
Another
else?
thing,
Yes, tell me.
it seems like for the most part, Jack Black is a good luck charm for these movies. What movie adaptation should he be in next?
GTA. Could you imagine if he was
I
in a
was
Sonic movie? He replaced Keanu Reeves as Shadow.
he was Sonic. Oh, he could have been Knuckles. I've never seen any of the Sonic stuff, or you know what he could be.
Tails.
I was gonna say if they adapt the Elden Ring or Dark Souls, he could be the main guy.
I know nothing about those games.
I don't know much either, but it'd be funny. He's in this like really dark, depressing world, and you see Fat Jack Black rolling around the boss for an hour.
No, it would be hilarious if they had to make a live action Pokemon movie and Jack Black is Ash, except he's wearing Ash's clothes, but it's all made to fit a 10-year-old, and it's just it doesn't fit him. It's like showing his gut. He has a beard. Professor.
Yeah, his beard that he never changes.
Yeah. He does like that weird. He did a kick every time he was singing. He did like a weird Michael Jackson kick. He's pretty flexible for
Yeah,
his
think
age.
of that or like Josh from Drake and Josh is the
He does
kick.
that awkward, weird kick. Which is, what's really funny? Probably the funniest meme I saw from this movie is this guy holding a Steve action figure based off the movie, and it says something along the lines of, "Yeah, Mom, I want the figure of a middle-aged man."
I did see that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, who'd want to get that? It's just Jack Black. He doesn't even have like a cool costume on. He just has a blue sweater.
I did think that was funny. Where in the beginning he's like, "Yeah, for some reason I love wearing my blue sweater." Yeah, whatever. That's his look.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff doesn't bother me. I like in the beginning, I yearn for the mines.
Because some people would roll their eyes saying, "Oh, they're referencing a meme," and yes, they are. But in the context of the scene where in Minecraft you do mine, I didn't bother me as much.
How'd you feel about let's do all this mining and then craft Minecraft? I think at that
I
point
think,
they knew it was a joke too.
yeah, it didn't seem like they were trying to like, what should we call ourselves? Like that kind of
Like the
where they
Mr.
try to say the name, but it's
Fan Four Stick. It's
yeah,
fantastic. Say that again. It says fantastic. Guys, I got it.
yeah, yeah. It was completely played as a joke, so it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah. I think this movie on paper, it seems like it would have done a lot of annoying things to annoy us. But in execution, it didn't really have I wasn't, like Daniel said earlier, he was indifferent, but I wasn't angry. I wasn't annoyed. I sort of enjoyed myself during this movie. I enjoyed it for what it is, even though it could have been better, yeah, sure. But it wasn't Pixels. It wasn't annoying. It wasn't cringe like Pixels. But yeah.
You keep bringing up pixels.
Could be, you know what it is? It's because it's that direct game influence. And I don't know, that's where my mind goes to, where stuff based off a video game with live action done bad
There's the
is
pixels.
Pixels.
Well, has it ever been done good live action?
No, but I think you have to maybe give the first Mario movie, somewhat of a pass, because that was just the making of that thing was a disaster, and nobody knew what it was. Wasn't it like a constant clash? Directors
Yeah, it was
wanted
the
something
director.
serious, and the studio
Yeah.
wanted something goofy, and then you just get that disaster. And nobody liked working on that thing. Even though now I think 30 years later, John Leguizamo's proud of it, but he wasn't proud of it when it came out. I don't know. Anything
I
else?
think what other movies? Because there was the Lara Croft, Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
the Resident
yes.
Evil movies. Though we
Yes.
can't forget about Rampage.
Yeah, that's true. That's Rampage. Did we ever do that? Did we cover that?
No, no, no.
No.
I don't remember. A lot of the Rocks movies that we have covered are just a giant blur.
If you cover one, you've covered them all.
Yeah.
Oh, we covered Detective Pikachu. You said the
Oh.
awful Borderlands movie.
Oh,
Five
yeah.
Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, yeah, we did do Five Nights at Freddy's. I forgot.
We also did Uncharted.
Oh, my God. Yeah, those are all bad.
Oh yeah, the Mortal Kombat movie that came out recently.
Well, there's a new one coming out, too.
There
Okay, so
is?
I shouldn't pick on Pixels then. It wasn't an Uncharted or Five Nights at Freddy. Those are the
I thought
benchmarks.
Wait, I thought we were like mid on Five Nights at Freddy's. I remember.
I haven't seen it since theaters, if I'm being honest. I think with that one, it should have been scarier. It had more jump scares. Not even scarier. More jump scares because that's the whole gimmick of the game, and they didn't have any, really. But yeah, Uncharted is just a piece of trash. A lot of them aren't really good. You got your Uncharted. I didn't really like Detective Pikachu, if I remember. I know we did a review on that, too.
Did you guys see Sonic?
No.
I have not seen any of those.
I haven't either. So
I mean, people
there's
say
a
it's
street.
good, but
There's a Street Fighter, a
was it
live
in
action
the
Street Fighter.
90s?
Yeah, it says 94.
But we're getting a little off topic. A lot of those
There's Resident
live-action
Evil.
ones, I guess besides the Sonic ones, which have done well critically. I mean, I haven't seen them. I'm not a fan of Sonic. I could care less. But a lot of them are just bad, so I think this one is definitely in the upper tier of video game movie adaptations. It's not as good as the Mario movie, but it's a lot better than the slop we just mentioned.
Because people keep saying, we're running out of comic book characters to adapt, so now we're going to be adapting tons of video game properties.
Oh
So
yeah,
if we
there's the Warcraft movie.
Oh my god, the war.
Another trash.
So people who got their wish, they said, I'm tired of comic book movies. I want something else. You're about to get it. Instead of comic slop, you're going to get video game slop. Careful what you wish for. You might get it.
That is true.
There's a Tekken film that has 0%. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Greg, do you have any other thoughts? Final thoughts?
Well, do you ever, the guy who made Minecraft or one of the lead creator developers?
Yeah, the Notch guy?
Yeah.
What about
I just wanted to bring him up because people are mad at him because he got canceled or something.
Oh,
But one of the most famous things about Minecraft was that it was made in the Java programming language.
was it?
Well, it's I don't know, infamous for doing it because Java really isn't a good programming language to make these kinds of video games. And typically nowadays it's probably in C++ or C# because of the Unity engine. Probably some third thing I'm not thinking of right now, but typically I think those are the top two. And he made it in Java, which really isn't built for that. And I think Microsoft, because they bought Mojang, so I think they might have changed it to get rid of Java because it's not great.
I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should look this stuff up, but I'm just going off memory. My memory's not the best. Oh, but did you guys see the post-credit scene?
I did not. Didn't know there was
Yeah.
one.
No.
So apparently, if you stay to the very end, a portal like Steve's just in the overworld, and a portal appears, like from the Sonic movie, and Sonic comes out.
You're such a liar.
And Sonic says he's putting together a team, and then Steve says he's smashing.
Yeah, whatever.
I know, I saw it in the meme, but I thought it was so cringe, I had to bring it up.
No, someone is actively thinking about that, and I think that's gold. There's probably some cretin on Reddit somewhere, I bet, that said, "Oh, they should have had Sonic," and they write out the scene in their heads. That's just cringe. That'd have been disgusting to watch if that was real.
I thought it was so funny because it's so awful. It's writing that line where I can't tell if the person who wrote it was trying to be serious or they were making fun of people trying to be serious.
I would
It's that very
imagine-
fine line.
I would imagine they're making fun of those people.
I mean, that's what I lean more towards, but I can see a scenario where they're like, "Oh no, I was being serious.
Oh, God.
I want the Smash movie to happen."
That's disgusting. That would never happen.
Just imagine the lineup: Fat Jack Black, a live-action Sonic, and Mario.
And then live-action Zelda, or live-action Link.
Sure, we haven't seen that yet, so I can't picture the horror in my head yet.
Could you imagine the plot of that movie is Ganon's the main villain, I'm thinking, or maybe Master Hand.
Oh, but
And-
Bowser could be Jack Black versus Jack Black.
Oh, God. And they have to stop a giant blue light in the middle of the sky and separate the Triforce of Power or whatever. And he had
No, it should be a disembodied hand attacking them for no reason at all whatsoever.
They have to fight the army of the fighting polygons first, because we're basing it off of the original Smash Brothers.
Well, what about Mario and Metal Luigi.
They come after the fighting polygons, and then
Okay.
it's Master Hand, Crazy Hands, and Melee. That's enough of going off the rails. Any final thoughts about a Minecraft movie? Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
Well, in the real post-credit scene, they showed Alex, so I guess Alex will be in the sequel.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a sequel. I can assure that.
Really? You'll bet on that?
Yes.
Oh my god!
I'm just being annoying.
You imagine if they had Alex played by Kevin James?
Kate McKinnon.
What?
Alex is played by Kate McKinnon. That's what I saw.
Oh, boring.
Did you not watch the end credits? I left.
No,
I didn't.
see it.
No, yeah, as the movie ended, I just got up and left.
I don't be like over like kids. I don't be like
Oh,
kids
she
like running
provided
over
the
me.
voice. Alice May Connolly serves as the physical actor. Why not? Why did you even have Kate McKinnon voice out? That's stupid. Whatever. What you guys? Final thoughts on Minecraft, Craig?
I liked it enough. I mean, I imagine if you're a kid, you'll like it a lot more. But I liked it enough where I didn't hate it.
Daniel?
I didn't care for it.
Yeah, that's fair. I liked it enough. I would actually recommend it.
Oh,
I know. Well, I don't think we've done that in a while, but I think I would actually recommend it. It's not as annoying as one would think. I genuinely kind of enjoyed it. So, yeah, there's that. With all that being said, though, this has been the Unbiased Opinion, where everyone's opinion is biased. Except ours. I'm Colin.
I'm Flint.
Ugh.
And I'm Steel.
Flint and steel.
And we will see you next week. You guys are losers.